It's your boy, Young Mophead
and Rocky G.
Podcast 1.
Yeah, let's go. Fucking oath.
So, how was your day?
Look, my day was pretty average. I literally just stayed home and watched Arrow all day. No. What about you, Jason? What did you do today?
Me. I worked in a fruit shop, packing fruit.
Yeah.
And
No, what else did you do? Did you work?
I ate some curry. I've been needing this shit like 5 times today. Literally 5 times.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's good? Frangos.
Bro, Frangos. If you guys have not tried Frangos, I swear you need to try Frangos.
Bro.
It's bloody amazing.
Blue. I don't know what they put on their chips there.
Yeah, something illegal. Tastes too good, man.
Oh.
Yeah. So, obviously, you know, working takes up time in your life, but when you don't work, what do you do with your time?
Beat off to my girlfriend.
Yeah, bro. Fucking oath. How's this relationship in your life affect you? How does it drive you to do things?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Do you wanna give us some in-depth or some close reasoning to why this
Love.
you love?
But yeah. I'm releasing a TikTok this Friday, and I have the dance and everything. It's gonna be massive. That's why we're starting the podcast. Big things are happening.
Yeah, bro.
Gonna record shit.
Hopefully we can get something here, you know? You know, if you guys are willing to support us,
Yeah.
please do.
The dream, you know, Rocky, all I've ever wanted in life is a Frango sponsorship.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, if Frango sponsored me, I think I'd be willing to die happy, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Like, damn, Frango sponsored me. Fuck. Yeah.
Best burger.
Best
on the
burgers.
planet.
Best chicken ever, also. But yeah, the burger's pretty good.
And the chips just got that meth crystals on it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just wants you back for more. Yeah.
It ain't chicken salt, it's,
Yeah, bro, that's
it's
something
actually
else.
meth.
That's some other crystal right there, man. Oh.
So, I heard you're a skateboard fan.
Yeah, man. I love skateboarding. It's my thing. It's my favourite thing to do. Even though I may not be the best at it, I love skating. It's a passion of mine. You know, it's always good to have passions. You know, it gives you drive to stay alive, actually, which is true. Like, you know, drive to stay alive. That's what hobbies do. Passions, hobbies. Could be skating, could be jiu-jitsu like you, could be piano, could be fucking anything, man. Could be music, could be sport, it can be anything.
Yeah, bro. How was your first time?
First time skating?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I ate it so hard. I was, like, only 6.
Yeah.
And, like, we got a board for Christmas. It was a shitty one, like a Kmart one. But I remember I was just skating it in my backyard trying to learn how to push. And, like, you know, the wheels on them don't turn very well. And I hit a bump and I just went head first into the concrete. Oh, man, it was insane. It was great. But, you know, ever since then, that first spill is what, like, made me want to keep going. You know? Because you're like, oh, shit, I'm faced with a challenge. I may have been 6 and I may not have been realised it, but, like, that one stack drove me to continue skating.
Whoa.
As a kid, you know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What about you? Like, you know, you like jiu-jitsu. You've been doing it for, what, a year now?
Yeah, on and off a year.
Yeah. What got you first into it?
Literally, just UFC.
UFC?
Yeah, man.
Just driven you?
Just watching people choke fools out.
Yeah, bro.
And then I tried it once. And, like, when everyone tries it, they get beat the hell out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ragdolled. But it's the most humbling thing.
Yeah, bro.
And then it's just when the teacher just corrects your mistakes, you feel like you're learning.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's good,
It's good
man.
for your ego.
Yeah.
Awesome.
See, that's what I like about sport, like, personal opinion, like, sports that kind of not, like, I don't know, they can result in pain is
Yeah.
like I honestly feel like one of the best sport. Like, you know, obviously jiu-jitsu, you fuck up, you get the shit beaten out of you. With like skating, you screw it. Let's say you're going down a rail, you fuck that rail up, your balls are going straight onto that rail.
Latest.
Like, you know, you learn from. You can be driven from it, or you can be driven towards it, or you can be driven away from it. Like, you know, fight or flight towards pain. Like, that's why I look up to these like pro skaters. Like, holy shit, they literally take like so much abuse and they just keep going.
They're crazy. I don't get how, like, when they do a bunch of steps, like, how their legs can
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a video, if you guys haven't seen this video, it's called Jaws vs. Leon 25. It's that dude, I showed you that video, it's that dude that jumps that huge staircase.
Yeah, he tried like 100 times
and
finally got it.
And he like split his board and like fucked his knee up.
Oh.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, just stuff like that, man. I don't know, just like, even though I know right now I don't have the commitment to like send it like that yet, I just want to get to that point, you know?
Full send.
Yeah, full send, bro. Because honestly, I feel like it's the thing. Like, the more confident you get in skating, the freer you are to skate, and the better it feels.
Yeah.
Like, I have so much fun skating, and I'm so like restricted to how much more fun I could have just because of my commitment. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta commit. You just gotta send it, bro.
Are you like hooked on the thrill?
I love the thrill, bro. Like, me going like every day, like me skating down that hill was so much fun to me. Like, the hill, just going down our road, like, because I get like the perfect amount of speed and just like weaving like through like on the road. So you feel so free. Like, the breeze, just like clears your mind, man.
Bro, and how good is like having mushrooms and skating?
Bro. I
need to get another deck, man. I left mine on a bus like a spaz.
Yeah, bro. No, like, it's almost, in my own way, it's like my own trip because it clears my mind. Not so much as in like, oh, damn, I'm seeing some trippy shit, but like the way it settles my mind resembles a trip to me. Very, very like similar for some reason. You know? Yeah, and like the same with like a trip. Like, a trip humbles you. Like, especially like people who go through a bad trip. It's like, you know, getting injured. It humbles you. Same with, like, physical sport. Like, you get injured in a sport, you get beaten in a fight. Like, it humbles you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, that's why I feel like, you know, just keep going. I don't know. That's, like, all I can think of, bro. Like, it humbles you, but you just gotta remember that you don't, like, let it beat you. You challenge it.
Yeah, and thing is, we're young, so we can just keep going.
Yeah, man. We have so many years left.
Yeah.
Like, we don't, just because we're young and we're going into adulthood doesn't mean like, oh shit, I'm less free to do this now. Like, you have as much freedom as you give yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, my idol, my online dad is Gary V. And he's like 42, and he always goes on about how like freaking everyone's worried to hit 30 and feels like they need to start their family and have their shit sorted. But he says most parents expect their 19, 20-year-olds to have all their shit together when they don't have their own shit together,
bro. It's so true. Like,
we have so much time.
Yeah, like, man. I get, like, why? Because they obviously, you know, thinking, oh, you know, if we help as much as we can to get our child's shit together, they'll have their shit together by the time they're, like, our age. But the thing is, with a kid, like, you can't force them to get their shit together. You know, it kind of comes naturally. Yeah,
like, and, too many parents can't accept that their kids are a different person.
Yeah.
Everyone's a different person.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, no one is the same. Everyone has their own, like, way of functioning, you know?
Yeah.
They're all programmed different, if you will, you know? Just...
Yeah, unless you're Chinese.
Yeah, then you're all the same. Do work!
Make money. Doctor.
Lawyer or dentist, nothing else.
Yes. Or full-time property invest.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, and before we get, like, taken off for racism, I'm Asian. We have Chinese friends. Not all Chinese people like this. It's just most.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm white, so I will just stay away from any sort of racist remarks to any other sort of race, except my own. Because, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. All lives matter. Well, actually, no. All lives do matter, although we do have more pressing problems with other people of colour, which is sad to say, but, as a world, it's something that's just been going on for years and years, and sadly, we just haven't had...
What, racism?
Yeah. Sadly, the law hasn't... Not even just the law, but also the community isn't taking in the right way it should. The law is... we have corrupt police, obviously. We have police that do have racism. May not be all police, but we do have some police. And I don't know if the, law system is doing anything to, counteract this. But, at the same time, the community is always putting so much hate on the law enforcement that no matter what they do, it kind of is just a step back. So, you need to find a meeting point in the middle between the community and the, law enforcement. But the community needs to be willing to listen and the law needs to be willing to listen.
Exactly. I wish we live in a world where, we don't hate police.
We need empathy.
Everyone hates police, so police hate us back.
Empathy is what we need. Not many... It seems like such a rare emotion people feel nowadays. Being able to put themselves in other people's shoes. I personally don't find it that difficult. If someone's struggling with something, I try my best to, put myself in their place, why are they struggling? Just because, not so much, trying to brag, but it's just so I can get a bigger read on what's going on, so, I can help them,
That means you're humble, though.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be, I don't want to be that person that's, I've helped someone and be look at me.
Yeah.
No, but, with empathy, if you're putting yourself in their place... you're more likely chance to help them because, you're putting yourself in their situation.
Yeah, man. I went up to a bunch of cops before. I'm just thanks for everything you do. Because they got to put up with people that lie and steal and...
Yeah, bro.
Freaking...
And disrespect them as well. Just in general. I admit, I've had some encounters with some pretty, douchebag cops.
Yeah,
But, as a whole, they're all pretty chill. Especially Australian. Obviously, there's different, fucking, what's the word? Levels of, how bad the police are in certain countries.
Hey, but it's just like we said before, everyone's different.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same with,
some will be nice, some will
be it's,
insecure.
Not even, it's different as in, cultures or different as in, different countries. Everyone as an individual has their own individual, personality. That's what we're all linking that to. We kind of went completely off track there, but we're linking it to everyone has their own opinion, own personality. You can't force someone out of that. Yeah. You can, but is that good for them as a person? Probably not. You kind of just let... And that's that's why I don't understand. Someone can have a completely different opinion to me, and I'll be oh yeah, fair enough. But you see those people especially on TikTok recently, people. Oh, if you're a Trump supporter, oh fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I support Trump. I'm not saying I support whatever the rest of whatever the opposite party is. I forgot. I don't really get myself involved in US politics, but you shouldn't. I mean, I guess you can dislike their view, but you shouldn't just hate someone for what they believe, unless it's something really fucked. Obviously, then that's just bro.
I'm such a huge Trump fan. I just love that he doesn't give a shit about anything.
Nah, it's pretty funny.
He's so funny.
Oh man, his attitude. I don't really know what he does, but him as a person, he's pretty funny.
Do you reckon he even works? What if he's just the face?
He probably is. Let's be honest. Does he seem like someone who does that shit? The way he acts, at his speeches and shit. The way he talks and the way he acts, he's so goofy, bro.
Bro, I reckon he's really calculated though. All the bullshit he says is he plans to.
Yeah, he plans ahead.
Certain reaction.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Politics, man.
Yeah. I had a thought earlier when you were talking about police. I was listening to a podcast with Joe Rogan, Jocko, and like they were just saying like there would be no problems with them killing black people in the States if they had a minimum purple belt in jiu-jitsu, because the cop that killed George Floyd, like if he just had him in any jiu-jitsu choke,
Yeah.
you could have like suppressed him
like,
infinitely without hurting him at all. But no, he just kneed his freaking blood.
Had his knee on his neck, like on the ground. Like, yeah, that's
America's fucked, man.
Yeah, I remember I was looking into this thing. I saw it on Instagram. It was this post, and it was talking about the training and all the thing that police have in different countries. And most countries have like pretty high, like you need this like amount of training, and you need this kind of record, and you need this many hours in the academy. In America, they have really, really low standards for police. Like, it's crazy. Like, almost anyone can become a cop. Like,
no way.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
do you know if you can have a criminal past? And
I don't think you can. You like, I don't know. Like, I don't remember much, but I just do remember like the standards of cops. Like,
I reckon they have so many dumb cops.
Yeah. But like, you know what? I guess they're trying. Keep trying, guys. You got this.
Dude, I don't think there's been like a single week where I haven't heard a story about a mass shooting in the States or
man.
like
the guns, bro.
Just anything involving a gun.
Yeah.
And then I heard today, like, our mate Seb and then Arion. Oh yeah, Seb was talking about this TikTok live stream where some guy shot himself.
Oh yeah, the shotgun with the dude.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but like people told me about it.
And then TikTok just frantically trying to take every version of it down, but people keep re-uploading it on new accounts.
It's crazy.
So if guns didn't exist, that wouldn't even happen.
Yeah, bro. What's them like completely shut down, like completely deactivate TikTok just to like try to get rid of it?
Nah. That'd be so
That'd be funny. That'd be pretty screwed, but like it'd be pretty cooked. Oh man. From 14-year-old thoughts dancing to dude just blowing his head off. Yeah, it's pretty like honestly, it's pretty like I don't see why you'd want to put something like that up there. Especially, I mean, me personally, like I'm pretty desensitized to seeing stuff like that. But like there's people out there who aren't as, mentally stable to handle seeing something like that. Like I've heard people have been getting like panic attacks or like getting like bad depression because of seeing that video. Like
really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The TikTok one.
Yeah, that TikTok one, like the dude shooting his head. Like it's crazy to think like the effect of video like that on a social media platform, how far it can spread and like the damage it can take.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, these chips, bro.
Yeah, bro, I can't.
These chips.
I want them never to end.
Bro, I thought, when you opened it up at first, I thought there were a million. They're already nearly gone.
That was crazy. They're cold. They're literally cold, and they taste good.
Yeah, they're still like, they have a crisp, all of them.
Oh, good job, Frangos. Keep up the good work.
Frangos.
Sponsor us and we'll eat chips and chicken in every podcast we do.
Mm-hmm. And we need your sponsorship to get Rocky a gaming chair.
Yeah, I need a gaming chair.
I'm just here in my throne. Rocky's in the peasant seat.
I'm in the peasant seat.
Come on, Frangers. You're just going to let him sit there?
Yeah. Can you get me a custom gamer seat that says Frangos, like right on
Oh, yeah.
That would look fresh. Oh, man. Yeah.
Also, we're going to get really nice mics.
Yeah, get some mics. Maybe better camera, better
more camera
lighting,
angles.
better lighting.
Yeah, bruh.
This is just a first podcast. This is our, I wouldn't say tester. It's like our just feeling it out. I mean, that is a tester. You're feeling it out.
Well, at the start, I was tripping over my own words.
Yeah, bro. No, I've kind of got...
Now I'm comfortable.
Yeah, you get into it. I get you. Yeah. No, like, honestly, I feel like what I liked about the thought of this podcast and, like, just everything else, like, I've noticed recently with you, you've been very, very, like, visionable of, like, the future. like you're saying, you want your own jiu-jitsu class, like you want to make your own music, you want to make your own podcast. Like I love that enthusiasm that you have, because like that's what's gonna get you places, you know.
Dude, literally, all my thanks goes to the internet.
Yeah, bro.
Like I just can't get over how you can just choose anybody to be your teacher.
Yeah, man.
You can learn from anyone, any celebrity you want. You just look them up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like our parents didn't have that.
Yeah, man.
Our parents only had their teachers at school and their parents.
Yeah, like I feel like if kids went to the like time and effort to actually search these people up and watch them, like we could be a great generation. Like because it's teaching us things we need to know that people learnt the hard way. Like all those celebrities, they didn't have like social. I mean, like some of them might, like the newer ones, but like the older people, like you know, they didn't have social media, they didn't have internet. They had to like figure this all out the hard way. And like you know, they say, oh, the younger generations, they get it so easy. Like that's the whole point. We're not trying to make like living difficult. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. And like, you know, making stuff like videos teaching you how to be like charismatic, or like teaching you how to feel empathy, or like how to be nice, how to like help with anger, like anything. Not even just mentally, like even physically, like workouts, anything. Like anything that helps a human in a positive way, it's basically on the internet. Like every single way you can improve yourself will be on the internet. Yeah.
And freaking Gary V. Well, I'm gonna be bringing up every episode because I watch him every day.
Yeah, bro.
But like he says,
hey, maybe one day you'll get him on here. Imagine.
He would. Do you know how much fan stuff he does? Like he posts 100 pieces of content every day. And that's not an exaggeration.
That's
across
crazy,
Insta,
man.
Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Some other shit, some American stuff.
Something else, yeah.
He's crazy.
That's sick, bro.
He's a workaholic. But no, he was saying, he's saying he thinks our generation is the best generation to have ever existed. Yeah. Because we just have so much opportunity and we have so much knowledge from the internet.
Yeah, like we have it, but we just need to grasp it. You know, we just need to take that information. Yeah. Like, you know, obviously you can tell right now, like, people at like my age and at your age, like, we know we're not really taking advantages of our lives as we should. Like obviously some people are, but like, you know, especially around our area, we see it a lot. Yeah. Like not many people taking advantage.
Everyone just feels entitled and like so much insecurity everywhere.
Yeah, man. I don't understand it. Like
they need to start taking psychedelics.
Yeah, bro.
They need to watch some Gary V.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like some journeys have been pretty interesting, like on shrooms. I'll tell you, like.
Yeah, let's dive in.
The stuff it tells you, bro. Like it doesn't. It tells you. It's almost like a living. Well, it is a living organism. It's a fungus, and like I'm pretty sure I already told you this, but I feel like my analogy of each shroom, like why no trip feels the same, like especially with shrooms, is that they have their own personality. Like each mushroom has their own personality.
Yeah, like I find that so cool.
Like that's why some people can have like a 2-gram trip and trip like absolute balls, or have like a 4-gram trip and like only trip mildly. Like they have their own, like not so much thought process but emotion. They're like, and if you like, you know, with the trip, it's very like roller coaster. You know, like you have the peak. But then it goes down a tiny bit, then up, then down, then up, then down, and up. And, like, it's... What, like... Psychedelics are not meant for the sole use of just seeing things.
Yeah, you know? Not a party drug.
Yeah, it's not a party drug, it's a learning drug. It's...
Yeah.
It's like... Well, I was about to say gateway drug. It's not a gateway drug. It's a gateway to an open mind. It's not...
yeah.
Like, you know, scientific reports, like... They're literally trying to, like, practice microdosing for people with anxiety and depression. Like,
it'll work.
They see it, like, it's an illegal drug, yet they see that it has help. Like, it helps with anxiety and depression. Like, obviously, like, I get it, in controlled, like, doses. But as a whole, like, maybe not so much acid, but, like, shrooms. It's literally a mushroom. It grows from the ground, and if you have possession of it, you can go to jail for 15
Exactly.
years.
How stupid is it? It could grow. It can literally grow in your backyard, and
like,
you can get arrested for doing nothing.
If you pick it, it's so dumb. Like, it's
dearie me.
Like
same with weed. Like,
it's
alcohols and cigarettes can be illegal. Come on, man. Those things are so much worse.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright.
Yeah, like.
It's alright. We have good lives.
Yeah, we're great. We're chilling. Nah, but like
bitch about it for on and on.
Yeah, like the amount of things like it's taught me, just tripping. Like in my
so humbling.
Yeah, bro, it's so good. I love it.
Makes you appreciate being on Earth.
If I recommend any of you out there, if you're having a troubling time, not so much like you're scared. Obviously, don't do psychedelics if you're scared. Do it if you have trouble facing like an adversity in your life.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, don't just randomly take psychedelics, but like, you know, do your research, like meditate. Maybe, you know,
bushwalk, and you have to bushwalk.
It will clear your mind so well if you keep the mindset positive and you remember, like, no matter what happens, like you're in a trip, you'll most likely like have an amazing trip which will clear your mind.
You feel like you belong on Earth.
You feel so connected, especially when you're in the bush. The amount of times I've just hugged trees. Like
really?
In the bush, you feel so connected.
No way.
It's crazy. Like,
I just like to.
It sounds weird.
Them
like touching them. Like it sounds weird. Like saying it sober, you know. And like obviously, you guys hearing this, like it probably sounds weird, but
if you haven't had it,
yeah, it's just. It's an experience that I feel like everyone should experience at least once in a controlled way, so they don't have a bad trip.
Yeah, and what you were saying earlier about like. If you're going through some adversity and have it, it's like don't do it if you're having negative thoughts frequently. Don't do it because you might bad trip.
Yeah.
But like, if you're confident, you can just keep the positive mindset the whole time. Then you'll benefit.
Go ahead. Like it's all in the confidence. The more you think about it, like the more like you could be. Let's say example, you're holding them. The more you think about it being like, oh, I'm about to trip. Like, oh, hopefully it doesn't go bad. Or like, if you think all these thoughts, the more likely it's gonna go bad.
Yeah,
you know, you just gotta.
Don't ask what is.
Yeah, it's faith. You have faith in the psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you were talking about it being I don't know. You're talking about roller coasters before. Like, trips are roller coasters. Like,
bro.
If you're in a roller coaster ride, you can't just quit while you're halfway through it. Like, just
you gotta
sit
send
with
it, bro. Yeah, you just gotta go. Like, if you start freaking out over a trip. And, like, you're like, oh, I want to get out. It's not going to do anything. Like, you're with that trip for the rest of the trip. So, and, like, you know, countless times I've, like, gotten myself out of a bad trip. Like, it's... You just, you know, you just got to stay with yourself. Like, if you're having an ego death... Like, ego deaths are pretty hard, like, unless you're having a high dose. But, like, if you're having an ego death, you might not be able to recover from, like, that until you finish the trip. Like, some people do, some people don't. But, like, if you're just getting, like, bad thoughts and you start freaking out, like, it's... The amount of times I've just told myself, like, no. Like, you are not... This isn't real. Like, it's all in your head. Use the voice in your head. And then, I feel like, from psychedelics, you're so much more... You're just aware of your conscience. Yeah. You're aware of who the voice in your head is. Yeah. And just how everything exists. You just know. Like, Mother Nature just tells you. Yeah, bro. It's real. It's real, bro. Let's talk about spirituality here. I remember you telling me about that like, little encounter you had. Do you want to go ahead and explain? Or, like, just... Like, you saw a being that you felt was more, like, leaning towards nature. You know, like... You talking about Mother Nature? Yeah, I'm talking about... No, is that what you... I'm talking about how you saw that. Like, was it Mother Nature, or was it just, like... Could be a Father Nature, could be a Mother Nature, could be a Sister Nature, could be anything, man. Yeah, so during quarantine, like early on in quarantine, I had a really intense acid trip in the bush. That's my best trip to date. Yeah. And then, I just went into the bush in Epping, and then
Yeah, I had a fat ego death. Like, I was crying my head off.
Yeah, bro.
And then I yelled out. I just yelled out into the forest, "Why am I here?" And I closed my eyes, and then, like, I got an answer of just the earth folding over itself.
That's insane, bro.
And, like, it just, like, it was talking about, it was about yin yang, just how everything in the world is balanced perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, and I learned that as much as you go through hardships, you have the same amount of happy times.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's
like,
so balanced.
exactly, bad events cause great outcomes.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's the amount of times that's happened to me, like, it's insane.
It's just a wave.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. It's just like me, like, when I got kicked out, like, start of the year.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, my mum was like, "Oh yeah," like I had nothing. I had like absolutely nothing. I came back and like my mum helped me sort out a job. I had a job for a bit. Obviously, like I lost it to COVID recently, but like that's all I needed. Like that job just helped me a lot more, and it kind of built my confidence up. Like because when I was homeless, I thought like, "Oh shit, well this is it." Like, fuck, my life's just
really
shit. Yeah, like
Holy shit.
Like even for me, like I usually really good with keeping a positive mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, that pushed me really hard.
Wow, you were having doubts? I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, I was having mad doubts. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like, yeah, when I got back, I started. I kind of had thoughts about it, and then I had my first trip in like for ages.
Yeah.
And you know, it like kind of flashed me back to that, like how I was homeless, and kind of like completely wiped it. But it was like it left saying like, no matter what happens, you have like so much more time ahead of you to work it out. Like, I've said this many times to you, you don't use things as regrets, you use them as lessons. And, like, so, like, if I ever find myself in the spot where I'm homeless again, like, I'll know what to do, you know.
You'll know it's not the end.
Yeah, I know it's not the end.
Yeah.
I won't, like, get doubts.
Yeah, that's why I got hope tattooed on my fingers.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I just know, like, every hardship I go through, no matter what, it will be okay.
Yeah, bro.
Whether it's forever away or soon, it will be okay.
Yeah, it always turns out, man. Like, you just need that. You need that determination, because like you can't give up on yourself. Otherwise, you know.
Otherwise, what's the point? You're just gonna exist.
Yeah, you're just existing.
You're just wasting your life.
Like, we may not have any meaning. Okay, let's get into this deep shit. We may not have any meaning, like, at all. Like, we do not have any pinpoint reason to how or why we exist.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you know, we need to create our own meaning of existence. We can't just, like, obviously we can sit back and try, like, think about how we exist or, like, figure it out.
No one has.
But it's like physics, bro. You can't understand it. You just got to accept it.
Yeah.
So, like, you just got to make your own...
Like that.
You need to make your own reason to live. You know? So follow what you love. Do what you love. That will make you happy in the end.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, you just want a happy life. So it's pretty simple. Like, I feel like what people doing... Like, people in hard times... Like, obviously I'm not saying everyone in hard times, like, oh, yeah, all you got to do is be happy. Like, nah, you just... Some people who aren't just having good mindsets, like, life may not be going, like, completely balls to the wall, but, like, they're just having doubts about themselves. You just got to take a step back and think, I just got to do it. Like, just do what you like. Literally, like, people... Because I know people who, like, think about, why do I exist? Like, blah, 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 like, all that shit. Like, you make your own reason. I've said that, like, 4 times now, but make your own reason to live.
Dude, that... Like... Yeah, it's like... With my girl, I miss her so often because she has bad helicopter parents. Like,
Yeah, bro.
She can't ever come out.
That sucks,
I
man.
just got to see her today.
Yeah.
Got some sexy time in.
Pussy.
But yeah, it hurts so much when I don't get to see her. And I know, like, if you've never had love, like, you don't really understand it because she's the first person I properly loved, and before that, like, I just thought love was corny. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. No, I get you completely, man. No.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like with that pain at night of missing her, it's like I just treat it like a trip. Like every day is a trip. You just sit through it. Just trust the system. It'll be alright.
Exactly, man.
And then you'll have a happy day later on.
It's so true. I love that. That's so good, man. Yeah, like
you can't just feel sorry for yourself.
Exactly, man.
Like you can to some degree, but
you can stop and feel sorry about yourself, but time and everything else isn't going to.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can continue sitting on your ass and like feeling bad about yourself, but time isn't going to sit there with you. It's just going to keep going, and now you just wait, and then at that point you're just wasting time. Like, you're sitting there dwelling on the negative when you should be moving on and thinking of the positive.
Yes. Yeah. Bro, that
that
hit me, bro. That was sick.
That's like a Bible verse right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better, bro. That's like, there's this quote from Avatar. I'm not, like, a huge Avatar fan.
Yeah.
As in the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon.
But, like, Uncle Iroh, he's like, he says something like, you can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you keep moving, you'll move to a better place.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that in your story. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's so true. Like, you may not be able to see it, but like, you might as well not just be like, oh well, it's not there. I'm just gonna sit here. Like, you might as well fight towards it, challenge yourself, push yourself.
Yeah.
Try aim for it at least. Like, you know, like why not die trying?
Yeah.
It's just...
Why not?
Skate or die. That's why I like skating. I'm going to keep trying until I get good. Till my legs can take no more. That's how it's going to be.
Bro, it looks like you're, like, playing with some nipples.
Yeah, bro, I'm playing with some table nips. No, you know, ADHD things. Just got to fidget.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, but like...
I get that when I'm fried.
Yeah, bro.
Have to fidget.
Yeah. No, I get that. Like, it's like it helps you concentrate, but at the same time, it's like taking your brain off the concentration. You're like not concentrating on concentrating. How weird is that to think? Because you have to distract yourself so you don't get distracted.
Bro, I reckon maybe it's because like our blood's constantly flowing, so maybe when we're awake we just have to do shit.
That makes sense.
I guess not when you're meditating. No, I've been meditating for like 20 days and like still I get caught up in thoughts.
Really?
Still, it's hard to focus on the breath.
It's so hard, isn't it?
It's really hard.
Like it's the same with the you know that thing I was talking about, that sleep thing I had?
Yeah.
Like I've gotten good at it now, but like it took so long. Like, you know how it says count back from like 10,000, like, you know, like you slowly drift off. I remember the first time trying it, like my brain was so like I just couldn't focus on it, like trying to count back, and I just get distracted.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, honestly, I feel like it just comes with practice, like learning how to, like, some people take years to perfect that.
Did it work the second time?
Oh yeah, it worked the second time. But like, yeah, it takes years for people to practice like meditation, like properly.
Yeah, like I listened to Sean O'Malley's podcast, and then he was saying like, even months you won't be great at it. Like, he said after months you'll start to see the benefits, and then it takes years and years to actually be good at meditation. Yeah,
exactly, man. It's like everything. It takes time.
Yeah, it's
a
skill.
That's why people give up, because they can't be bothered to put the effort in. But you're not going to get anywhere without putting effort in. Like, you can, like, I'll admit I've been living a pretty laid back lifestyle so far. But like, you know, I still have vision for my future. You know, it's
happy to hear that.
Yeah, you just gotta like challenge yourself. Like, I'm not just being laid back because I'm like, oh, what's the point? I'm being laid back because like I'm just like, fuck it.
At least you're like really self-aware.
Yeah,
that's really important.
I'm happy. Like, it's the one thing I would not trade. You know, I love being able to know myself, because like you love yourself and you know yourself, you can love others and know others. You know, it's crazy. It's like, my analogy for that is like, it's a bit fucking retarded, but it's like so let's say you have, let's go relationships. You have a girlfriend, and let's say the girlfriend is one puzzle, you're the other puzzle. Let's say you know, your own puzzle. You have to put pieces in, fix yourself, like, learn about yourself. Like, and let's say you're competing with your girlfriend to, like, do that, right? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop your own, like, building up to help them? Or are you going to want to finish yours first, feel great, and then help them? You know?
Yourself first.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as selfish as it sounds, you need to love yourself before you can love others.
Yeah.
You know? Because if you don't have self-love, then you're relying on someone to love you because you don't love yourself. Like, it's not good.
You get needy.
You get clingy, and, you know, sometimes you can get pretty toxic, but, you know, I feel like once you figure yourself out, obviously I'm not saying, figure yourself out and every relationship you'll have after will be perfect. Like, that depends on who you are, but it's always good to be clear-headed, open-hearted, and just be content with yourself before you engage in a relationship.
Honestly, drugs just help me find out who I am so much.
I call it medicine. My medicine. Psychedelics. My meds. Psychedelics and bud.
How good are they? I can tell they've improved your life so much. Like,
yeah, like...
You've learned so much about yourself.
And look, I'm not going to say, like, some people may think, that's such a drug addict thing to say. Like, no.
It's not addictive!
It literally isn't. Like, I don't have the urge to go out of my way right now and be like, fuck, I need shrooms, I need acid. Like, it's something I really only ever do if I'm facing something, you know? Or, like, you know, if I just want the occasional, like, I'm just going to clear my head, or, like, I want to learn something new, you know? You go down, have a trip at the bush, or just whatever. I feel like... Obviously, the one thing that sucks, you know, you have to wait. I feel like that is a nature's thing, so you don't abuse it. You know how, like, you have to wait 2 weeks before you can take the same dose and feel the same effects? That's like nature saying, like, stopping you from taking it too much. Yeah. You know?
Well, we are nature. Right?
We are nature. Like, we're part of nature. And, like, as much as we think we're above nature, like, when people think nature, they think, you know, animals and plants. But they don't realise that we are also part of nature. We are part of this whole ecosystem on this world. Yeah. And we've separated ourselves because, you know, obviously we're more intelligent. We can build things. We can speak like normally. We have, like, clothes. But, like, in the end, nature is what's going to consume us.
Yeah, bro. I put on my Instagram story today exactly what you said. I'm like, we don't mean anything more than a cow. Like, we're better than them, but we don't mean more than
exactly, them. Bro. It's like... And also, I remember my cousin posted this thing on his Insta, and it was like, if you think about it, technically, like, nature and the ecosystem is just farming us. Because once we die, we, like, break down and feed nutrients into plants and shit.
Holy shit.
So, like, nature is farming us.
Whoa, that's really cool.
If you think about it, technically... Nothing is at the top of the food chain because it's all a loop. Like, we may be at the top of the food chain until we die, but, like, at the end of the day, we're still going down to the plants and the bacteria and the dirt.
Yeah, bro.
Like, we comprise of nature. Like, we can't... Obviously, you know, we're humans. We have more... I wouldn't even say... Like, we have more rights as a, like, race, but we're not really better... than anything else created. Yeah,
I agree, man. And, like... Well, I forgot.
All good. Nah, it's just like... I don't know why people see... it's so random, right? But, like, you know, I'm watching Arrow, so much drama and shit in it, like, so much manipulation and people who, like... use others for, like, their own benefit to gain power. Like, I don't see how people can do that. Like, they use people to gain... Like, they properly use them. Like, not just, like, they got good qualities that make me feel better. It's just like, I'm going to use them for this shit.
Oh, dude, you know what? I think a lot of, like, rich people that just, like, keep needing more and more and more is because they're born rich. So if they're not just chasing grand, high, crazy, ridiculous billionaire goals, it's just not going to satisfy them because
Yeah.
they're born with everything.
And look, like, I remember saying this to you the other day, like, if someone chasing money truly makes them happy, like, go ahead, do that, that's your thing. But it's as soon as someone uses that to, like, put people down or, like, make them seem bigger, that's when it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you're going to be so much more liked if you just be nice to everyone. Like, especially if you're a celebrity, you don't need to be a dickhead anymore. Like, you're famous, people know you, like, be nice to everyone and you'll be liked by everyone. Like, you know that thing we watched about Shia LaBeouf? Like,
yeah.
And also, like, Chris Hemsworth, like, they're such good examples. Like, they're just themselves. That's all you gotta be. Like, be yourself. It's
For
so...
sure. They're so humble.
Yeah, and, like, you can tell when someone is themselves. Like, it's so... You see it in the way they talk and, like, how they move and, like, hand gestures and stuff. You know? It's
awesome
like...
eye contact and
like
touching.
It's just, like... It's crazy. It's so weird how humans literally flag off. How weird is just the way humans act? Like, is it not the just weirdest thing to think about? Like, why do some people think like this? Like, we've already discussed, like, everyone is their own personality, but, like, what? It's how morals, especially. Like, why do some people see, like, murder as not as bad as others do?
I don't know, some reason the world just gave us egos and spirits, so we just need to satisfy them.
Yeah.
Or figure out, you know, what to do with them.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, oh, fuck. I don't know. I was about to say something. God damn it. I
remember what I was going to say before, is that, like, I'm, from my trips, that I'm confident that if the whole planet got nuked, the nature would replenish itself.
Yeah, well, it does. Like, it's the same with volcano attacks, same with, like, nuclear attacks, like, plants, nature, everything, like, they all can grow back. It just takes time.
That's so awesome.
You know, you know what I've seen with, like, everything has a time span. Like, everything. Even, like, a non-living thing can have a time span. Like, this table isn't going to live forever. This sign isn't going to live forever. Like, this is going to not live forever. Like, everything will not live forever. Like, you could try put this in, like, an airtight seal, but in, like, let's say, exaggeration, 1 million years, it's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's everything, even humans, like, living things, non-living things, we all have a time. Though? What doesn't?
Radiation.
Really?
Well, that's why they don't have... They can't give it an expiry, like, a certain time. They can only give it a half-life.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember I learned about that in science, like, back in year 7 or some shit.
Halves in, like, years and years, and then halves again, years and years and years.
It sucks, like, you know, nuking someplace. You're literally leaving that place unpopulated for so long.
Yeah, and mutating people. Like, disgusting.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. I know, war. Why does war exist? Let's dive into that. Power. I think, like, that also leads back to what we were talking about before. People who want power and use people. Like, how something like that can literally lead to a war, like killing millions of people. It's crazy how one person's influence can literally, like, screw over the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah.
I think it's just because, like, without psychedelics being mainstream, it's just... I guess our natural thing is to want more and more and more. Yeah,
like, we literally... It's materialistic. People want possessions, makes them, well, happy. It satisfies them briefly. It's like chucking a wank. Like, let's be honest. It satisfies you, like, when you... Let's say you buy something new. It's like when you chuck a wank the next day, like, you'll feel great, but then afterwards you're like, oh, it's not enough. And so you get more. And, like... Mm-hmm. You know, you wank more.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's one of those things. But, like, once you break your habit, it's like me, like, I barely wank anymore.
Yeah, same.
But, like, you know, once you break that habit, it's pretty easy to stay out of. But, like, once you start again, it can kick in so easily. It's the same with drugs, like, you know, like, I used to be really badly addicted to Xans. Like,
yeah.
I
Damn.
had such a bad problem with them, and like I stopped, and then like a couple months later I took them again, and like it started again, completely.
Shit.
And then I went to rehab, and then I'm good now. Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, don't touch prescription drugs. They will fuck you up so bad.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but like, you know, you learn, like I said, you learn from everything. Not regrets, lessons.
Yeah.
Because if you make them regrets, you're just going to look down on them and be like, you just got to learn from that shit.
Yeah, then you're gonna think negatively about yourself.
But if you use it as a lesson, you'll be like, okay, where did I go wrong here? Like, what is this causing? Why is this bad for me? How can I improve? Yeah. Like, you know, make it a lesson and make it a challenge.
Yeah, like, if you just think about the worst mistake you've ever made in your life, then you just, like, you're not still looking at it like, fuck,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm such a horrible person. Like, no, it was shit, but now I'm a better person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's the mindset you want. And end of the day, you're just going to feel better about yourself. Yeah. Like, it's a simple, like, why would you not want to? Why would you not want to feel better about yourself? Challenge yourself. Don't give up so easily. You just got to push towards the finish line. Finish line being the end of life. But, you know, you shouldn't be able to control when your race finishes. And you can't. It's the same as roller coaster. Like, you got to just, like, ride through it until the end. That's, like, existence. It's like a trip. Like a very long trip. You know, it goes on until it just ends.
Yeah, like, we literally have built into us to not kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Unless...
You know, you face it bad.
Unless you do.
Yeah, unless you do. Like, obviously...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like, it's so weird how the body functions. Like, if you think about how our insides, like, what we have inside us, we have skeletons, we have, like, digestive system, like, respiratory system, like, reproduction system. We have all this shit inside us.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And, like, how it all, like, works together, like, so well.
Yeah.
And, like, it's the same with the sun, where it's placed is perfect. The moon, where it's placed, creates waves, like, perfectly. Like, how far we are from the sun, like, and the rotation is, like, perfect. It's almost like it can't be a coincidence.
I like the explanation that it's just... I like the explanation that space is infinite.
Yeah. It's so
just by chance,
it's so hard to wrap your head around, isn't it? Like, infinity.
Yeah.
And, like... Oh, the amount of times my mind's just been boggled, like, how has life been going on, like, forever? Like, it's like, even before, like, it was going on before, like, forever, and it will go on forever. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, you just can't wrap your head around time like that. It's crazy.
Well... I'm sure you felt that, like, on acid, time's literally not a thing.
Oh, time does not... Dude,
nor is money.
One time... No, neither is money.
Real.
I hate it. I hate money when I'm tripping.
It just doesn't exist.
I remember one
Doesn't
time...
mean anything.
I was tripping in my room, and I was staring at the clock, like, trying to figure out what the time was. And I'm like... It was, like, 4:30, and I was like... Instead of being like, oh, okay, it's 4:30, I'm like... What is 4:30? And I got myself stuck in that for so long. Oh, I was so cooked, man. Like,
damn.
Why is it 4:30 now? Like,
yeah.
What stops it from being 6:30 or like 3:30? Like, how does time work?
Yeah, because we just created the number system.
Yeah.
We decided when time starts.
Yeah. Like, we think our time is based on, like, our sun's rotation and, like, when it goes up and when it goes down, like, midday and all that. But we realise that time affects everything. Like, even outside of space. Like, that's why it's so easy to lose concept. Because think about it. We built our time zones off our sun. Yeah. So, time means nothing in space.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing.
It's only from our perspective.
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn.
So, does time actually exist? That's the thing.
Nah, no way. It's just something... It's just a measurement we created. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. And You know what?
Money's a piece of paper we invented. We decided to add value to it.
We make so many things. Because think about everything we know or think is invented. So, like, maybe that's why we don't know what our meaning of life is, because we invented it. We can't invent it, we have to look for it. And, you know, I had this crazy thought, like, when I was tripping, and it came very vividly, so it's why I was, like, so... I never told you about this, I don't think. But, I know, I remember one time I was, like, out on, like, an oval, and it was, like, dark, and I was tripping, and I was looking out, like, just out into space.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, space goes on for infinity.
Yeah.
So surely there must be some, like, not even just life, but, like, other power we don't know, like, out there. Like, we think, oh, maybe there's just stars and, like, black holes and nebulas and, like, shit like that. Like, we don't even know if other life exists, yet alone, like, a power that we don't even know of. You know?
I definitely reckon there's shit we can't comprehend.
Yeah, bro. Like,
for sure.
100%. It's like the ocean. Like, we haven't even explored our own ocean.
Yeah.
Like, to the full extent. Like, what makes us judge that, like... You know, like, people saying, like, Elon Musk reckons we're in a simulation, or, like, you know, I got nothing against people who believe in, like, Christianity and all that, but, like, you know, they say it's based off true events and stuff like that. But, like, do we actually know that in our time and age? Like...
Nah, my theory on the Bible, I've told you this too.
Yeah.
What if we told each other the whole podcast?
Bruh. Probably have a...
Nah, but, no, freaking, I reckon the Bible was those disciples, all the disciples that wrote the chapters, they all had some psychedelics together, and probably mushrooms. Yeah. And then one of them was like, whoa, it's God.
It's Jesus.
Or,
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Oh shit. He's doing some magical shit right there. So then all of them, they put that concept enters their brain, so they just start to trip that. They start to, what do you call it, hallucinate that. So they all see the same thing. They all write down their own version.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I remember there was a I think I remember telling you about this, but there was this documentary, like, early humans, like, they used to eat psychedelic mushrooms because, you know, it was a natural source of food.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously doing that, like, that's why I feel like our next, like, not evolution, but adaptation to living, and, like, next, like, step up into our, like, human instincts or, like, stuff like that is to do with psychedelics. And, you know, it sounds very inhumane, like, saying this, but, like, you know, we need trial and error. Like, this is how life has always existed.
Well,
you know, but
too precious.
think about it. Before laws, people were killing each other. People were doing... And it wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
You know, why is it... Like, I'm not saying, obviously, we should go kill people. I'm just using it as an example, but, like, it's only made wrong because we made it wrong. Like, same with doing psychedelics. Like, we only think doing psychedelics is wrong and that it's a drug is because we've been told it's a drug, oh, it's mind-altering, and, like, oh, it's illegal. Like, we've been fed this information, you know? Like, there's something behind it. Like, you're banning a plant that helps your mind, like, is more beneficial than alcohol or any other drug. Like, it's...
It's literally grown in the world for us.
Well, not dirt, it's grown in cow shit. Like, it is. It literally is. It's grown.
Just in nature.
We literally eat mushrooms every day, like, not psychedelic ones, so, like...
Other strains.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Yeah.
Psychedelics, bro. I could go on about them all day.
Hey, everything we talk about, it'll just end up in talking about science.
Well, because they've shaped so much. Like, I feel like I've only been, like, tripping seriously, like, since the start of the year, and it's honestly, like, formed me more of a human than, like, my whole other years of existence has. You know? Like...
Hell yeah.
It's insane. Like, I would trade nothing to have the... Like, I would... Like, these last couple of months, I would trade nothing for those. Like, they've been so good for me. Yeah. Which are good.
I love, like, it literally... It just makes you so happy. Like...
Yeah.
It's not, like... MDMA where it's like releasing chemicals that, and then and then
Just
your brain
feel-
has to recover
yeah.
from it. It's like it just makes you like happy out of gratitude and belonging.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's a like substance that is already produced in your brain, like in your pineal gland. The DMT is produced in your brain. Like the fact that psychedelics, like especially DMT, we literally have it in our brain, yet it's illegal. Like it's literally in our system, yet it is illegal. Like I can see how. Obviously, if people, you know, they have bad mental illness and stuff like that, it could really, like, wig them out. But, like, I feel like there should be a way to work around that, to make psychedelics legal for people who can handle them, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like in Amsterdam, they're legal in Amsterdam, aren't they? They're legal in some places in Europe, which is, I love that thought. Like, and
in LA.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Sick.
But if I go to Colorado, I'm going to trip dicks. Oh, I'm so keen. Yeah. Bro, we've already reached an hour.
Yeah. Let's keep going a bit.
Yeah, man.
Wait, I'll try editing this video, but have you seen it yet? Novak Djokovic. Apparently he threw a tennis racket at someone accidentally.
What?
He got in shit for it.
That's so good.
I'll go look it up.
Oh, man.
See if I can edit it in, see if I'm good enough.
Yeah, you got this, bro. Bro,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait till our production's mint.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wicked.
Who else could be invited in for a podcast, do you reckon?
Just people we know would make a good podcast.
Yeah, bro.
Nice and interesting.
Who do I know? I know so many, like, people who are willing to talk. Especially about psychedelics. Oh, man, if you want a guy to talk about psychedelics, I think I might know someone.
What is it, your bra?
Nah. Oh, maybe even. My cousin.
Wait, I'll show you.
Oh.
Straight to her head.
What?
He's like, no!
Oh, again. Oh, shit.
How unlucky do you gotta be, bro?
Man, he probably got cancelled so hard after that.
Oh, he's just too good at tennis. That
Yeah, he just nailed it right in the face. That's so funny. Oh man,
how unlucky.
That like split second. He probably could have seen the ball traveling towards her, like in slow motion, and been like, "What the fuck have I done?" You know.
Poor guy, man.
Yeah.
Far
Poor
out.
chick.
Poor
He's a
chick,
tennis player, dude. That wouldn't have been going slow.
Dude, that could have killed her, because you
Yeah.
know how that cricket player died?
Yeah, he died. What was his name?
I don't know, cricket's boring as fuck.
Wayne Phelps or something, I think. No, not Wayne. Shane. No, I don't know. Something Phelps. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
sad.
I reckon Shane Phelps, maybe.
Imagine playing cricket. I'm sorry to all you cricket people out there, but I'm sorry, it's just not my thing.
What are you doing, cricketers?
Yeah.
No, like, soccer's boring to watch, but
Fun to
really
play.
fun to play.
Cricket's boring to watch and play.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to love as a kid, like backyard cricket. Like,
yeah,
but
that's good.
actual
But like,
cricket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exact same.
It's so weird, eh?
Yeah, with the family it's fun, but
Yeah.
with a referee and shit.
Same as
Ugh.
Yeah, bro, I get that. It's fucked. It's so retarded. Oh man.
Yeah, want to wrap it up?
Yeah, bro, let's wrap it up.
Awesome.
That was pretty good.
Thank you to anyone listening.
Yeah, if you managed to listen to this like all the way through, you're a fucking awesome person.
Hey, when we're big, you're probably gonna go through it and stuff. But
our first ever podcast.
when we have our Frango sponsorship secured, we have our gaming thrones.
Yeah, bro.
Frango's custom gaming chair.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to that day. That Frango custom chair.
Frango. Yes.
Yeah, bro. That's gonna be so good.
So yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Later, Gator.
Ladies.